ITV Evening News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good evening. ITV News has obtained exclusive footage thought to show the suspected killer of Harshita Brella hours after she was strangled to death. Pictures from a motion sensor camera appear to show Harshita's husband, Pankaj Lamba, at the back of his home in Corby on the night of the 10th of November. He is the chief suspect in Harshita's murder, and ITV News understands he is still on the run in India. We showed the footage to Harshita's family, told us what they thought was going through his mind at the time. Our Midlands correspondent Stacey Foster has this special report. NHS England has warned of a tidal wave of flu, which has seen the number of beds occupied by people with the virus surge by 70%. Ident and emergency departments had their busiest November on record. There are now fears that this winter could be one of the most challenging for the NHS since the pandemic, and people are being urged to make sure they are fully vaccinated. Our West of England reporter Sangeeta Lal heard from staff and patients at Salisbury District Hospital in Wiltshire. The Prime Minister says greater safeguards are needed for children following the murder of 10-year-old Sarah Sharif. Speaking after Sarah's father and stepmother were found guilty of killing her yesterday, Sir Keir Starmer said the case raised important questions, particularly about children who are homeschooled. After Sarah was taken out of school by her father, the violence against her intensified in the weeks before her death. Ellie Pitt reports. Some other news now, and 2 people have been arrested after a baby girl was attacked by a dog believed to be an XL bully. To Syria now, where people can finally speak the truth about some of the many horrors and atrocities committed under Assad's regime. Horrors like those endured by the tens of thousands of prisoners kept inside brutal jails. And atrocities such as the Tadmor massacre in Damascus in 2013. Dozens of blindfolded men were thrown into a pit in the street and were then shot dead. Until now, their families haven't had answers or justice. ITV News has been to the scene of the massacre and heard from those who can now break their silence. And a warning, this report from our international editor, Emma Murphy, contains images filmed at the time of the massacre, which you may find upsetting. Well, for more on the ongoing situation in Syria, tonight's News at 10 will focus on its past, its present and its future. There's plenty more to come on the ITV Evening News, including we'll bring you those stories and more after the break. Oh, very special. And that's all for now. Here at 10 with a special on the situation in Syria. But from me and the Evening News team, bye-bye. Have a good evening.